Hello beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome on in. My name is Anu and I'm your psychic tarot host. Welcome to ProDivinity 1111. Today's reading is oracle messages on your situation, or what you need to hear, what clarity do you need. Just keeping it open, and we'll let whatever message needs to come through. It is a pick a card, it is timeless, so you may choose multiple oracle cards, but I've kind of like decided to keep them face open to see what you're drawn into. So for option number 1, we have this beautiful card, number 20, Grace. Okay, that's option number 1. For option number 2, we have number 8, Destiny. Okay, and then option number 3, we have 11, Passion. So those are your 3 choices. Go ahead and pick the first one that draws you the most. And of course, you are welcome to watch multiple piles. But go ahead and pick one, and I will see you right at your selection. Hi, Group 1. Welcome to your reading. So let's look at what oracle messages want to come through. This is for those of you who chose the first oracle card, which is Grace. It's number 20. If I'm not wrong, that's also the number of the Judgment card. It says, Grace, blessing, come to me to set me free. And if you look at the imagery, it's quite similar to the 3 of Cups. So there's a lot of grace and poise and very graceful connections coming your way, and new friendships, new colleagues, but definitely like some small celebrations, even if they seem small right now, or they may seem far-fetched. But they're going to bring you a lot of joy, and it's on its way. Also blessings coming your way. So let's see what this grace is about. I'm going to save this over here. Today's reading or spread is a little different. I'm going to be using oracle cards first, and then we'll get we'll throw some tarot on there for clarification. But we're going to do an interesting thing, and it's just like, again, whatever I'm called to do by spirit. That's how my spreads come through. So let's see, for group number 1, who have Grace, I feel like there's like abundance and connections and family and things like really gracefully falling into place. A lot of blessings coming your way. So we're going to use Wisdom of the Oracle to get like 5 cards out, and then we'll build from there. So let's see, Spirit, what does group 1 need to know? What should their focus be on? Let's get that. At this time, what do they need to hear? No place like home. That's at the center of it all. It's a 50 that reduces to a 5. 5 is about changes. So changes coming your way in the home and family front. And this could also be, as I said, connections. It's going to be community. So you may be changing neighborhoods, as literal as it gets. But there is something about building our foundations, feeling at home. Let's build further, and then we'll go deeper into it. Let's see what's your strength, okay? What you already have, what you've already mastered, what you already possess. Let's look at that. Look at that beautiful energy. So again, this reduces to a 2. You have another 2. This is yin energy. This is the divine feminine. And when I'm asking Spirit, like, what do you already possess? It's like you are a very generous person, and you, whether you're starting to open up, but believing in the law of attraction, law of assumption, where we are ready to receive, okay? So you're already familiar with the concepts. You are already have that natural ability to be able to receive. Now your focus should be on that. Like, how can you receive help from friends, from family? Just like open up to it. But again, it should not be a difficult thing for you, because this is coming in your strengths. You are somebody who is very generous, very caring, very powerful in creating the beautiful, abundant relationships around you. So that's already is like a very beautiful strength of yours, okay? Let's see what is hidden from you. What may be powering, or what may be affecting your feelings currently. By the book, number 11, which is a master number. And this shows me, so this can sometimes be, this is like what lies beneath, what is under the surface, what may be hidden from you. Sometimes this is also what can hold us back, right? So think of this as the subconscious. And by the book tells us, like, it's, we believe in the process, which is great, but sometimes we're not taking creative leaps of faith. Okay, we are really going by the expectations, the responsibilities, the conditioning, the traditions that we've grown up with. And again, there is merit to all of that because it makes our path easier, which it should. We don't need to reinvent the wheel every time. So take what works, take the process or the steps that have been tried and tested and work time and time again. At the same time, just leave a little bit room for creativity, so you're not boxing yourself in the process. They say, like, process brings order, right? That's what you see as, like, an orderly fashion, how the elephants are moving, right? One following the other. We're going exactly by the book. They're literally going across a chessboard, so making the right choices as expected every single step of the way. So process definitely brings structure and order to our life. However, sometimes process can be the blocker to innovation, right? So that's what's coming through here. That maybe sometimes that's holding you back. Staying in the familiar, staying in the tried and tested. Just open up to creativity. Again, feminine is your power. So feminine energy is also very creative. So open up to that. Let's see what is advice from spirit. Like, how should you handle this? Let's see advice from spirit. How beautiful is this? Come to the edge. 36 introduces to a 9, which is wish fulfillment. Again, literally take a leap of faith. I think that phrase in some form came through when we were talking over here, that even here with Grace, like, open up, take a leap of faith to new connections, new ideas, new people, community that you're building, but maybe deviate from the norm a little bit, just a little bit if you can, because you're building your foundations. No place like home. You're definitely working on your foundations, and they should be as how you want them to be. Again, it's your recipe. What ingredients do you want to bring in? What ingredients you want to bring in from things that work really well and do not need to be reinvented? And where do you need to bring in some creative flavors into your recipe? Almost this looks like a cauldron to me, or like, like a potion, a recipe. Again, this is funny because these oracles are, I think, Making Magic oracle deck. So they do carry these spells on them if you do spell work. So it's kind of giving me that feeling. That's why the term recipe is coming forward. And like, so spirit will use words that you need to hear. So get creative a little bit, and that's where your focus should be. Don't block yourself. And then what are you coming into? Like, if you were to create that space for your own recipe, for your foundation, what does that bring you into? Let's get that. What is group 1 coming into? What do they need to hear? It's 1 card, spirit. Whoa. Okay, I'm going to take both of these, and there's another one hidden here. Well, fine. We'll take them all. The intent was just 1. So I don't do reversals, especially in oracle decks. So we have chaos and conflict. Now, this is what I feel you're coming out of with 33, another master number. It's like, do you see how this is actually a zebra, had been living and breathing in the skin of a giraffe, wanting to be a giraffe. And the whole concept is because we're trying to blend in or trying to appease our friends or family, our expectations, the responsibilities that are, things that are expected of us, sometimes that becomes such a layer that hides our own authenticity, right? So that's what you're breaking free. It's like breaking free from that. That's what you're breaking free from. Now, Spirit is saying, go the distance. You're very close to the finish line. So look, you have grace, you have no place like home, you have come to the edge. So some of this is, just like minor stuff that may be holding you back, but you are very close and it's not the time to give up at this point, okay? And then this also wanted to come through, so we'll take it. I like how this is like pink on both sides and then blue and purple in the middle. And this is also blue purpley. You have higher power. So you are getting a lot of intuitive nudges from your spirit team. This could also be your higher self. So you see that this is you, and then there's a higher power that's really guiding you. And look at how the third eye, and it could be like your higher self as well, like the third eye is completely open. You hold the key. You hold the key. So you can go the distance on whatever the situation is. And we're going to draw some more oracles if we can specify what this area is. But this is not the time to give up. This is the time to shed our old facade, our old image, our old way of operating that we've been doing in order to keep everybody around us happy. That's kind of hiding your own shine, okay? That's a phrase. So go the distance and believe in there is a higher power, there's a higher purpose to it all, even if you don't understand it. If you're being called to build your own foundations in a certain way, go for it, do it. So before I draw tarot, let me actually draw and see what this whole topic is about. Spirit, can we find out any specific areas that this applies to? We got courthouse. Okay. Okay. And okay. Wow. I was going to get 3, so we got 3. Let's see what this is. What is this? Wow. Look at that. Okay. We've got courthouse. Okay, so this can be literal contracts that this person is holding. So for some of you, this could be paperwork, legal work. This could be if, let's say, if you are moving homes, if you're putting in an offer on a house, or if you're moving apartments and you're putting in lease, request, any of those things, or even like, renting, whatever that is. Anything related to home, there may be a lot of paperwork happening at this point. That's when the courthouse shows up. For others, this could literally be because it's coming with courtship. Okay, do some of you work at the court? The court is coming out so big. This is, again, courtship coming into a new connection. And by the way, this is the 4th house, and this is house over here. So something in the home and family arena. Maybe you're coming into a new connection, but overall, there are changes coming in. If you want to connect it, changes are coming in your connections. Could be I think for some of you, separation, and that would change the course of your life. And Spirit is asking to take a leap of faith and go for your freedom. Claim your freedom, and you'll be surprised at the amount of avenues it opens up for you. Okay, so some of us have been trapped in a connection that is not serving our highest good, right? So how can we gracefully walk out of that? Maybe this is like an out of court settlement. If this is a divorce that we're talking about, how can we gracefully end it, or how can we gracefully change the dynamic of it? So take it as it fits, but looks like it is to do with home, family connections in that area. What's not coming through here is anything career oriented. Okay, so that's what we're looking at. So let's go deeper with tarot and see what we have. So let's see. Spirit, can you clarify these further? Let's start with the no place like home. Okay, that was fast. Wow. One more, please. Whoops. Okay, this flipped over. Ooh, too many cards. Cards are flying. Big energies here. So for some of you, this is like really hitting on point. Now, with the devil showing here and the star, 2 major arcanas right off the bat. We could have some Capricorns in the house, or even Aquarius in the house here, okay? We have these 2 signs at the table. So Earth is prominent, and so is air. Now, when we talk about no place like home, look at this. First of all, if you've seen my readings, I always talk about when we have bear figures on cards. They talk about our vulnerabilities and us, again, shedding our facade and bearing our truth, right? So that's what comes as the first message overall. Like, it's time to shed the facade. And I know I'm not the term facade, just take it as a term. It doesn't mean that you've been pretending too long. What I mean is, like, what have you been over adapting or bending over backwards on that is making you feel not secure in yourself? Okay, that shakes your foundation, because there is, as I said, some sort of fear of breaking through. But at the same time, what Spirit is showing us here with the star card is you have to stay hopeful. Be hopeful. Look at the bright side. There's a lot that is happening. There's a lot that is coming your way. And yes, you will be able to handle it all and manage it all. Now, if this is some major changes, let's say we said over here, if you're breaking through or breaking up with somebody, it's like you need to understand that you're not chained to anybody. You have to claim your independence and, do it in a graceful manner. That's important. Okay. Nobody or nothing is holding you back except for yourself. It's all, a lot of times our problems are much bigger in our head than they are in reality. And all we need to do is like write it down. Literally write down what our fears are, why we don't want to make a change. And then the moment you see them written down, first of all, the energy has kind of expanded out. It's kind of left your body to some extent. And then you go striking them out and saying, okay, this is how I can solve this. This is how I can solve this. And go striking down the list. Okay. That's a simple, energetic way of releasing the weight of the problem from your mind. Okay, that's what the devil tells us here. And then there's so much healing, there's so much hopefulness, there's wishes coming true. This is like, and there's probably one big thing that is opening up for you. And Spirit is saying, be ready to juggle multiple things. This could be multiple friends, multiple areas of life that you've been focusing on. You'll be able to do it. Okay, you'll be able to do it. And you'll do it to your satisfaction, because this is all about your own foundation. Okay, so don't let anybody else tell you how your foundation should be. That's at the core. I want to get a little bit more on this. Well, I'm going to go on all of it, but I want to look at the what's the by the book. One more. What's by the book? Look at the swords. See, trapped in our fears, trapped in our thinking, trapped in what we've been told to work on. And look, we have the Emperor as well at the bottom. Okay, so we'll take it. So for some of you, it's either a partner, okay, or a parental figure. With the Emperor, usually is the father-like figure or somebody with authority in our life. And then both of these, like when the King of Swords shows up, it's like, oh my gosh, it's somebody who's very sharp-tongued or is very strict. Okay, I'm hearing the word strict. So this by the book, again, making the right choices, going on that chessboard, really looks like there is either a parental figure or maybe two parental figures who have instilled some sort of tradition within you that is kind of not jiving with your energy anymore. Okay, and again, we're talking about, yes, you're very good at receiving. You just need to take a little bit of, leap of faith and come out of that. So that's what is happening here. And this is really causing a lot of stress, okay? And again, the Nine of Swords, it is analysis paralysis. That's literally what it is. There are no swords on the wall or above this person's head. They are taken care of. They are protected. They're like the blanket here really signifies to me like a protection from the spirit team, okay? There is nothing to worry about. You're well taken care of. You just need to write that list down and strike through every fear that you have. But I can definitely feel, I picked that up, that there is some external influence on this. So again, your advice here is like, take what works in your new formula and forget the rest. And again, gracefully, just let let this person or these people know. And you don't even have to have a conversation. Like, you just have to own your way of life and just follow your path. And that will help a lot with this analysis paralysis that is happening, okay? So let me look at the strength. The yin energy. What is this about, Spirit? How can they leverage this more? How can group 1 leverage the divine feminine energy more? Whoops. Look at that. Oh my God. I'll pick up the card. The one that fell down is the Six of Swords. It's like down on the floor. So I'm going to get it. But look at two walking. Oh my God. And we got the World as well. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. Give me a second. Okay. I'll sort this out. I know the board's getting busy, but I'm loving it. So, how can we make use of this divine feminine energy? How can we claim it more? Cards in order. This is what we have. First of all, Walk away from something that does not resonate with you anymore, okay? The Eight of Cups is a very courageous card, and this can be done very gracefully, I'm hearing, because the grace term just keeps like coming in front of my eyes over and over again. So you are allowed to walk away from things that don't resonate from you anymore. It is a very courageous place, as I say, because we have accumulated every single cup over our lifetime or years, right? And then finally we realize that, okay, we were building something that does not bring us happiness. So this is the point where we leave all that work, all that effort that we've put into collecting these eight cups. We leave that and we go for the final two cups, because guess what two cups is? Two of Cups is our divine love. Self-love, finding love in everything, in ourselves, and also attracting love. But that is the happy moment, happily ever after. That's what we're going for, okay? So that's a strength. You already have the power to do this, okay? Look at that. You have earned the right to passage. This is what this card means. You have support around you, first of all. So don't be afraid to ask for help. Again, I was getting this feeling of your community. Maybe there are one or two friends who are willing to help you, but you got to ask. You got to open up, because it's your strength. It does not make you weak. Asking for help does not make you weak. But you have earned the right to passage. You have done your work. You've put in your hard work. Now it's time to leave these choppy waters behind and go towards a smooth sailing ride, okay? And look who showed up, Empress. This is literally the divine feminine, right? The Empress is showing up like, you are worthy. You really have everything you need, okay? You are able to, look, you have ruled by Venus, okay? Venus is really helping you out at this time, especially with yin energy. So build your empire how you want to, okay? And again, for some, this could be, as I said over here, this could be a change in a relationship, or it could be two people coming together, but we have the Empress and the Emperor at the table. So there's a divine counterpart here at the table. This could be a parental figure, and it could be a partner that we're walking away from. Somebody who is also very, let's say, independent in their own standing, but they may be over pivoting and over controlling in certain areas, right? So the Empress stands tall. She can take care of herself. She can provide for those that she supports, but she is the most fertile energy that we find in the divine feminine, okay? So use that energy and step into the new, okay? The world is closing old chapters and beginning new, and that's what you're being called to step through. Again, the bear figures. Strip it all. Strip whatever does not fit with you and walk through your new path, through your new portal that's opening up, okay? All right, let's just throw a little bit here. Come to the edge, Spirit. Maybe one or two cards on that. Okay. We have the King of Wands. Go after your passion. Okay, this is also creativity. So wands represent our spirit, our inner fire, our creativity. So lean into that. Become the King of Wands. Have a creative vision and just follow it, instead of wanting or waiting for things to happen. Take charge. Take charge. Use your inner firepower to take charge and go after the opportunities, after the house, after the neighborhood, after the person, or after the friends that you really want to work with. Go and take that action, okay? So with here, this is more around divine guidance and perseverance. Anything else, Spirit, you want to tell group one? Ooh, yeah, look. Go the distance, and then we have the Strength card. So many major arcanas here on the board, guys. I mean, really, you have what it takes. You have tamed the lion. This is so amazing. Fire signs may be prominent around you, because this is Leo, this is Aries, and again, these are like very cutting energies, and this is like literally representing you putting your hand in the mouth of the lion, okay? Who does that? Who does that? Somebody who's got guts, right? You've got the grit. You've got it, what it takes to go the distance. Let's get one more. There you go. Fourth house energy. Four of Wands. You are coming into a happy family. This could literally be like a separation and coming into a new relationship. For those who've been in a relationship, this could be change where you're actually elevating up and going into a marriage or a committed partnership, any of that. But this beautiful change and, you know, celebration is what is coming your way. One more, Spirit. Yeah, look at that. Death card, another major arcana. Now, Scorpio showing up, so water energy showing up as well. This is, again, putting an end to the old, and coming, I'm too excited, coming into a whole new you. That's what's happening, okay? So, and I feel like with the yin energy, with the higher power, with the Empress, with the grace, and even the star card over here, you're like, you're so well poised to do it all and phoenix out of the old and come into new also very gracefully, so very beautifully is what I'm hearing, okay? All right, so let's see messages from Archangel Michael. What did Archangel Michael want to tell group one? Be gentle with yourself. Ooh, too many cards. As I said, energies are really big for you. So first one is be gentle with yourself. And I'll read the little prayer here, Sorry, I'm like really, I think things are really speeding up for you because I'm speaking so fast. So I have to remind myself, slow down. And, you know, when we channel, like the words come really fast. So be gentle with yourself. And this is really about self-acceptance. This is about the divine feminine, okay? So make sure you are not being your own worst enemy, okay? Your fears, your ego is not holding you back, and you're not judging yourself too much by these standards that don't resonate with you, okay? That's the main line, but I'll read you the prayer that goes here. Archangel Michael, please guide me in treating myself with gentle, nurturing love in everything I think, speak, and do. Help me know that I deserve this compassion. I release any feelings of guilt to you so that I may experience lasting inner peace. Isn't that beautiful? I'll put this over here because we got more cards than I had planned on. You have two more that flipped out. Look at that. Have confidence. Where was that? King of Wands. That's what it is. Archangel Michael, please lend me your courage and fortitude. Help me realize that I am one with all that is divine. Wisdom, strength, love, creativity, abundance, and health. Allow me to feel confident and peaceful about myself in all ways. Courage, courageous. You've earned the right to passage. Be confident and choose your path. That is important. And then look at this. Look at this message here. You are on the right path. Oh my goodness. Archangel Michael, I call upon you now. Thank you for giving me loud and clear guidance that I easily understand. Thank you for motivating me and filling me with the courage and confidence to make healthful life changes. And healthful life changes, again, it's mind, body, spirit, okay? Our holistic health is what we're talking about. And again, we had higher power here. So that's what literally it says over here. Thank you for giving me the guidance. So you're being guided on the path that you need to take. You just got to trust it, and you got to make the changes, make a list of your fears, cross them out, be confident, and move forward with a lot of confidence, okay? So let's get you two closing messages from Archangel Oracles. Spirit, any closing messages for group one? So beautiful. Spiritual understanding, Archangel Raziel, and indigo and crystal children. Oh, look at that, 3 and 3 over here. For some of you, again, you're working with children, or you identify as an indigo child. So Archangel Metatron coming up for you, saying you have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive, and this can also be your inner child. Okay, keep that in mind. But it can be other your kids or other people's kids around you that may actually bring you healing. You know, it's like a mutual effect. What is a term for it? Like symbiotic is what I'm, this is so weird. Symbiotic is what I'm hearing. So if you are feeling a little low, try to spend time with kids if possible, if you know kids or if you have kids, and you'll see how much of a healing effect they have on you, and vice versa. Like your presence will naturally also uplift them. And then you have spiritual understanding, Archangel Raziel saying, I'm bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truth. So again, you could be, you're here watching a tarot reading or oracle reading. That in itself is the spiritual path. But oh my God, courage again coming out. But know that you will get messages from different places and different people to help you guide along your path. And you just need to be courageous and stand up for your beliefs, Archangel Ariel. There you go. So there's like a warrior energy. There's a little bit of a, gentle spiritual indigo child energy, as well as a lot of your spirit team is like sprinkled around in different forms, and we had different channels to bring you the messages that you need. And then you have nurture at the bottom, Archangel Gabriel. This is similar to be gentle with yourself. And it says, as you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important for you right now. Okay, so take care of yourself, be gentle with yourself, practice self-love. Do not be trapped in fear. Do not be trapped in these traditions or expectations that are around you, because it's time for you to step into the new, okay? And you'll have a lot of blessings coming your way. Those are the messages I have for you, Group 1. I hope this helped. If it did, do give it a big thumbs up and share it with a friend or two. And do remember to subscribe if you haven't already, okay? I would much appreciate it. See you in the next one. Bye. Hi, Group 2. Welcome to your Oracle messages. This is for those of you who chose the second Oracle card, Destiny. Excuse me, number 8. This is really beautiful, and I feel like I'm picking up a lot of feminine energy here with the moon. So moon is a divine feminine. And it says, all that I shall need to know as I walk shall now be shown. Very interesting, and we'll draw oracle cards. Today's spread is a little different. We'll see what comes through, but this is giving me an 8, by the way, is a number for abundance. It's a number for prosperity. It's just growth overall. And it's giving me the sense that at this time, there may be some serendipitous things happening, okay? So let's say if you're thinking of something and all of a sudden a solution comes your way, or all of a sudden somebody connects you to somebody that helps you with that project or with that job application, or with the, let's say you're looking for a chiropractor. This is just weird examples that come through sometimes, but they do come through for a reason. So I do tell, when I set my intentions, is I do tell Spirit to let the messages flow through me, but not from me. So someone needs to hear that. So for example, you're looking for a referral for a chiropractor, and all of a sudden, finally, someone, just randomly mentioned somebody, and bam, you found what you were looking for. Something like that. That's just an example, but you are destined to come into these opportunities. Whichever area they apply to, take it as it fits. But it's like your path is being revealed. So if you're just going around mundane stuff, doing your chores, running your errands, and some inspiration comes your way, something sparks your interest, know that that is divinely guided, okay? There's something to it. That's what I'm picking up on. Okay, enough on the rambling on this. What we're going to do is we're going to start with Wisdom of the Oracle. We'll draw only 5 cards, and then we'll do clarifications with tarot. We're going to bring in our Kipper Oracle and then a couple other Oracle decks as well. So it's primarily Oracle energies, just to see what Spirit wants to bring through. So let's see what is at the heart of it all. What does Group 2 needs to know at this time? What should be the focus? Or what is happening at the center? Come to the edge. There we go. As I said, path. A new path is opening up on something. And we'll try to get clarification with the Kipper deck on what area of life this applies to. But at the heart of the matter, you see how the rock is also in the shape of a heart a little bit. And then there's a face in here, if you can see. And all these hearts flowing around, and she's ready to take a leap of faith. This is like the Fool energy, okay? So there's some new beginning. I am hearing that a new path is opening up that you may not have planned for, or you may have felt that that was an opportunity that was long gone. Okay, something like that is opening up. Let's look at what is your strength, like what do you already possess in you that you can leverage for this new beginning. Okay, so what is you know, the key strength for group 2 in this situation, Spirit? What can they harness? What have they already possessed? What have they already mastered and can utilize on this new path? Oh, look at that. Flexibility. I like this, being flexible. So this is funny because if you're, as I said, serendipity, all of a sudden you're going around running your errands and something comes through or some message comes through. That's what this is saying, that you could be an air sign, or what are the mutable signs? I don't know. Look them up. Any of the signs that are very good with change. So you can go with the flow. You may not see this as your strength, but it is your strength. If you're presented with an opportunity, for example, if you're given a new project, all of a sudden you'll be able to deliver it because you possess the not only the strength, but also the flexibility. And that's like, you may also want to, if you've been called to do yoga, go for it, because that's what yoga really does. It's not just flexibility, it's actually building endurance and strength. So we can go for the long haul and we can bend backwards or like literally she's bending backwards, right? Is it a she? Yeah, it's a she. So and then it's like a lot of fertility comes from that. So you already possess this. Okay, keep this top of mind, because this is coming through as your biggest strength at this point in time, that Spirit wants to call out that this is an asset of yours. Okay, you can use your flexibility. You're perhaps that person that is much more calm, and I don't want to say calm. The word is more like savvy and smooth through changing waters. Okay, people may look up to you, or they may even lean on you when it's time to navigate change. So it's like you have that very diplomatic, tactful way of navigating change. So know that that is something you possess and use it to your advantage. So let's see. Well, just higher power wanted to come through. I didn't really ask a question, but again, you're divinely guided. This is what I'm saying with destiny. You're divinely guided with these nudges, these changes coming your way. Let's look at what lies beneath, what may be hindering you, or what may be hidden from you. Okay, some hidden patterns that could hold us back a little bit. So a little bit into the shadow. What may be in our shadow? Ah, there we go. All that glitters. Okay, so this is a very result-oriented focus. And the reason I say it is because my intent is to see what may impact us negatively, right? What can be in our shadow. And what this is showing is, this is again, like all that glitters is not gold, right? So don't ever emphasize results, or don't try to measure your results in a conventional way. So again, it's like, you know, let's say if everybody is, you know, at a certain title, at a certain life stage, you don't have to measure yourself against that, because there may be some hidden, let's say, expectation sometimes, or conditioning that we're used to measuring ourselves, or only giving ourselves accolades when we reach a certain title, a certain, you know, job, or a certain relationship status, or, you know, a certain car, whatever, fill in the blank. So that can sometimes hold you back, because you're a very unique person. Okay, you have your own journey. You have to blend and bend and navigate your own path as how you see fit, because you have a different destiny here. Okay, you have a different path than those around you. So don't get trapped in that, even though that's the only way your family, your friends may also know how to measure success, right? So they may be expecting that of you as well. Your job is not to get trapped in that formula overall. Okay, all right, so let's see, instead of that, what should your focus be on? Okay, you already have deep knowing. Okay, so again, as I said, very wise, very different from others. You have a unique path that you have with the owl showing up here. This could also be your spirit animal. But the owl showing up, literally there are two moons, and there's a moon over here. So there's a lot of divine feminine power within you. That's the theme today for some reason. So trust your inner knowing, not somebody else's. You know which way you need to go, and you need to take a leap of faith. So that's what Spirit wants to highlight for you. And then if you were to do that, let's see what you're coming into. What do you come into by following your own deep inner knowing? Oh, soulmates. Look at that. You create your own path, and you're attracting the right people and the right connections in your life. Okay, so this could also be destined connections. As I said, like, you know, a referral, a job application, a job referral, a chiropractor referral, anything. And like through serendipity, you could end up meeting your soulmate or your soul tribe. Again, if you're already in a connection, you know, this could relate to your soul tribe, new friend circle coming in. Hopefully things are opening up in the world. So there'll be more, avenues to mingle and mix with other people. But for those of you who are single, literally, this is like you probably could have an inner feeling already that something is changing. There's a shift in energy and things are opening up, and all of a sudden, you know, you're able to hang out with friends. You're looking at events. If you get, by the way, if you get invited, this is the reason it's coming through, is like, go for an event that you've never been to before. Okay, if you get an invitation, you never know how divinely the universe connects us to people who connect us to other people, and finally bring us the right connections. This does not have to be love, but it can very much be love. It could also be the right boss coming through. It could be any of those. So just be open to that. Be very flexible. Don't go with rigid things. Also, don't, like if you're getting many you could be a celebrity getting a lot of event invites. Don't go for the one that is the most popular. Go for the one that calls you the most, because you'll have that inner knowledge, and there's a higher power. There's even your higher self that'll give you the right nudges, and those will be destined nudges coming your way. Okay, so before we get tarot, let's try to see what area this is. Spirit, can you give us a little bit more, because this completely changed the direction of where this overall thing was headed for me. So Spirit, for group 2, what areas could this be applying to? What are we talking about here? Could you help us get a little bit more? Can you clarify what area of life are we talking about? Woo! And then one flipped over. Okay. We have house. We have main, female. Man, if I can pick up these cards. Okay. We have coffin, and we have despair. Okay. So there are endings, okay, which may have caused it. So let's start here. There may have been endings or things like, shut down on us, or something that kind of departed our life. It could be a person, could be a thing, could be a job, could be a home, anything like that kind of put us in this, and this reduces to a 5, like a 5 of Cups energy, okay, that causes a little bit of disappointment. Again, this could be, we did not land the promotion, and we were really hoping that would be our recognition, right? So there's a little bit of despair of that. That's what I feel you're coming out of, and that's just an example. It could be a person that, some person left your life, and it may have left you feeling, okay, where next? What do I do? And that's when Spirit says, all right, come to the edge, be flexible. You don't know what we have planned for you. So that's what's in the kind of, I feel like, chapter that you're closing out of, okay? And what you're coming into, again, this divine feminine, main female, you're coming to a point where you get to write your own story. You're very protected. So house in the Kipper and in the Norman, for me, like house and tower in these oracle decks really talk about elevation and protection, okay? So there's a lot of protection around you. Your friends and family are there to support you, but even physically, you're really protected by Spirit. You need to understand that. Again, you can build your foundation the way you want to, because you are the star of your story, okay? It's time to really give yourself the recognition from you, not from anybody else, and appreciate for the beautiful person that you are and how much strength you have within you. Okay, that's what this is all about. It's self, as I said, it's a destined change that is coming through. So be open to connections, be open to messages that come through and people that come through at that time. It's going to bring you into the right connections overall. Okay, and don't let a label hold you back. Like if you don't have a certain label or a status or a relationship status or a home ownership status or whatever, don't let that hold you back. You know this within you. Okay, all right, so let's where do we start? Okay, I want to start here, come to the edge. What are we talking about here? Tarot. Spirit, can you clarify with tarot? What is this about? I did see the sun card flip and then it turned back. So there's happiness coming. There's really, and there's like all these hearts here, by the way, on both these cards. So what is this about? Seven of Wands. So this, again, it's no longer a time for you to build a boundary around you, okay? You're already on higher ground as compared to those who may be challenging you. You don't need to, you need to break away. Like, you don't give your energy to defending yourself. That phase of your life is over, okay? That phase is over. You are strong enough, you have persevered. Now it's time to move forward, okay? So let's see more on the flexible. So you already have the strength to endure the challenges, and you've been able to do that. That's how you get higher on the Seven of Wands, higher ground. Now your strength, we have the, oh my God, beautiful Knight of Wands. So look at the fire, fire, fire. You have the sheer inner firepower to achieve your goals, okay? The Knight of Wands is like the most driven, the most energetic energetic knight. So they will keep on going. They will charge ahead, okay? So that's the strength of yours, like your inner guidance, your inner compass. And look at this. Look at this. Knight of Wands going to the King of Wands. So coming into confidence, starting out with like a lot of raw power within, and then coming into the King, which is like you've elevated, okay? You've already put in the hard work and you possess this within you. Let's get more on all that glitters. What should you not focus on so much? Spirit, what should group 2 not focus too much on? Or maybe deviate a little. That's what all that glitters about. Yeah, recognition, hard work. Okay, this is, and then we have Six of Pentacles. We got all Pentacles energy coming out over here, okay? So for some of you, as I said, the term status keeps coming up, and this could be your work status. Have you gotten that promotion? Are you at a certain level at the age that you are versus other friends or other family people or members who may be at that level? This is all about confidence, okay? What makes you feel confident? Do you really need a certain title to feel this Nine of Pentacles? Because you actually are. You're accomplished, you're very strong, you're very beautiful, you are determined, you have a lot of inner power and inner knowledge. That's what you should appreciate. And also, you know, you've done all the hard work, so take some time out to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Don't just be like nose to the grindstone, okay? That's what this is coming through, because it's not like, if you're doing the same effort over and over again and you're not getting where you need to be, that probably is not your path. And that's where we cut off that expectation and say, okay, rather, all right, I have a different path. I am a completely different person than others, and I need to carve out my own path, but it starts with me. I need to take care of myself first, and then see what is my inner guidance system, my intuition calling me to do, okay? So that's what's coming through over here. Let's get more on deep knowing. Yeah, because for this group, I'm like getting, this is a destined career path or some sort of like material change, but then this card just completely changed the story for me. So we have the Knight of Pentacles. So you know you will get there, okay? The Knight of Pentacles is the surest knight. So this is the most powerful, passionate knight, has a lot of inner firepower, and this knight may move slowly, but knows that slowly, diligently, they'll always reach their destination, right? So you know that. You know that you're gonna make it, okay? So let's get one more. Anything else, Spirit? What else this deep knowing is about? King of Cups. Do it with what your intuition tells you to do, okay? This is your inner power. This is your intuition. The King of Cups is very in tune and very comfortable expressing their emotions and listening to their intuition, okay? They have mastered their intuition. That's what this is. So you know, if you're getting pulled in a certain direction, you trust it, that there is reason for you being pulled in that direction, okay? That's what is going, but also like a deep knowing that you will make it. You will absolutely make it, and that your guidance system is on point. So let's see, if you do all of this, what is the soulmates about? Is it about connections? Is it about actual partner? What is happening here? Maybe it could be both. Ooh, it could be both. Okay, so we have interesting cards here. We have the Seven of Swords, which tells us that we've been stepping around. We've been tiptoeing around because there are some past experiences that may be holding us back in a pattern, okay? Maybe holding us back in a pattern. But however, the next two that came out, you have the Ace of Wands, okay? So somebody is coming through that's going to really light your fire, okay? Bring that spark back in your eye, okay? That's what I'm hearing, or eyes, that's what I'm hearing here. And it'll definitely be an offer of love. You have 3 knights here, so there are messages coming. As I said, there may be serendipitous connections or messages that are destined to reach you that will be coming at this point. Knights are all messengers, okay? So there is a lot of movement here around you. You need to just open up a little bit. And that was your central energy, to come to edge, come to the edge, take a leap of faith. Don't be so guarded. There are some guarded energies here. So don't be so guarded. There are new avenues opening up for you. And this could be like a new job. This could be a new job offer. Okay, some offers are coming. Don't restrict yourself in certain old formula over here. Okay, that's what's coming through. But know that this, I'm reading the Seven of Swords as your energy, so you're a little bit guarded, okay? A little overprotective. And look at the bottom deck, you have the High Priestess. So trust your intuition. You do have the inner knowing on when something comes your way. Just trust. If you feel off, that's not for you. If you feel excited, it is for you, okay? Just follow your inner compass over there. Okay, let's see what Archangel Michael wants to tell you. Here to Archangel Michael. Oh my God. All right, this is the Bane Oracle message for you guys. Your inner guidance is real and trustworthy. Thank you so much, Spirit. Thank you so much. This is so beautiful. There's a little prayer here. So again, that's your inner guidance. And you also had higher power here. High Priestess showing up. Deep knowing showing up. Archangel Michael telling you your inner guidance is real and trustworthy. Okay, so trust your nudges. And the little prayer here is, please help me clearly hear, see, feel, and know the divine guidance that I have asked and prayed for. Allow me to keep my ego out of the way so your wisdom can come streaming through me for my own benefit and for those around me. Oh, so beautiful. So beautiful. This group has empaths, intuitives, some strong esoteric interest people here. So trust that. Believe and trust. Before going to sleep tonight, say, Archangel Michael, please enter my dreams and replace fear with faith and trust. Let me be filled with strength, courage, and confidence. There you go. A lot of messages about trust. That's why I'm saying this is like really, really destined messages, people, connections, opportunities that are coming, and you will know within you, in your hearts of hearts, or within your gut, if that's the right path for you. Okay, so trust that. Trust and believe in that. Awesome. Let's get a couple messages from Archangel Oracles for okay. And there we go. We got 3. Look at that. First of all, there is hello from heaven. This is the higher guidance. Archangel Azrael saying, your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessings. So a lot of blessings coming your way, okay? And you're divinely protected, as I said, with the house energy over here. You are really divinely protected, and your ancestors are really watching over you as well. You have cleared your space, Archangel Jophiel. Get rid of clutter, clear the energy around you, and use feng shui. So some of you may mean, this may mean like literal clearing, okay? It's just like I say in my readings, It's like you want to buy new furniture, but hey, you can only fit it in if you donate or sell the old furniture. That's what this is about, physical space. So a lot of energy gets stuck in our environment if the physically there's like blocks in our house, right? But for me as an intuitive, this bigger message here is usually about our thoughts. And it's not about expectations. I think it's our own self-limiting beliefs that normally we have to clear out. So clear your mental space. Stop judging yourself by certain titles or certain whatever levers of measurement that you've been trained to think through life. That attitude, that mental, that philosophy is what needs cleaning up a little bit, or clearing up, okay? So take it as it fits, physical or mental, tidying up or cleaning up of our spaces. And then the last one here is a leadership. Look at that. Archangel Gabriel. This is like the Nine of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the King of Cups. There's so many like big energies here. So this is really telling us, or the message here is, it is time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others, okay? You are a natural. You are a natural leader. You need to trust that, trust your path, follow your destiny, see what you're called to do. Okay, these are the messages I have for you, group 2. Please give it a big thumbs up if you like the reading. Share it with a friend or two. And please, please, please do remember to subscribe to my channel. I wish you much love and light, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Hello, my lovely group 3. This is for those of you that chose the 3rd oracle card, Passion. And the number on the card is 11. So that is a master number, okay? So this is like 11 all talks about aligning with our true north, following our intuitive nudges, and just like rising up to honor and accept our truth, okay? And here, these are from the magic spell deck, I believe. And these are actual spells if you believe in spell work. It says, rise, passion, rise up high, inflame my purpose, reach the sky. So it's kind of similar to the Lover's energy, but I'm picking up more on the inner passion, the inner fire, the inner desire to create the life that we want, okay? So this group, again, there's a lot of enthusiasm and a lot of passion budding within. And of course, it might as well be about coming into a soulmate connection, okay? A partner that we're looking for. Any of those. We'll use the several oracle decks in today's reading and see what comes through. But this is, if you were drawn to this card, this will be your oracle messages. We're gonna do like a 5-card spread using the wisdom of the oracle, and then we'll clarify with tarot, and we'll look at 3 other oracle decks as well. So Spirit, for group 3, my passionate group, what do they need to know? What's at the heart of the matter? What do they need to hear about? What are the main oracle messages for group 3? 1 card, please. Breathe. Okay, I'm gonna, you're probably not gonna believe me, but let me see if I still have that card top of the deck or not. I do. Okay. Before starting your reading, I was just sitting, and you know, I do these back to back, so I don't take pauses when I'm recording. And I was just feeling this big surge of energy. I was like, okay, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? And I was shuffling the deck, and literally this card flipped over. Okay. And I read it, and I literally did take several deep breaths and exhaled slowly, and, you know, to rebalance my energies and all that stuff. And also, like, when it says release old patterns, I'm like, okay, let's get the energy out of the, you know, the previous 2 groups. And look at what has come out for you. And you saw me shuffle. It took a little bit of while to come out, and it says breathe. Your main message here. Okay, so for this group, and I'm gonna keep both of these here, which is different than how I've done for the other groups, because this is very divinely guided. There is purpose to this. So with the passion energy, you could be just like me, especially in this reading, because this reading, I'll tell you, was like very divinely inspired. I just like all of a sudden got like, okay, this is how I want to do it. Oh my gosh, this is what we want to look at. These are the questions, and very excited to do it, okay? And that's what's called when our inner spirit drives us to do something, and that's what the passion is. So for this group, you may be really committed to something, really excited about completing something, a project, a passion project, anything that brings you a lot of joy. That this is just telling us you're on the right path, but you need to make time for yourself. You need to make time to breathe and pause, because otherwise you're going to burn out. Because remember, passion that burns too high and too fast burns out quickly. Like it burns out, right? We fizzle out. But just, so taking a deep breath and just release. Okay? You are here for the marathon. You're not here for the sprint. This is so funny. This is like Spirit giving me messages. All right, calm down, sister. Calm down. You are going way too fast. And not in terms of going fast, but it's like there's just so much excitement to get things done that you may be burning the candle at both ends, okay? So make time to relax, rejuvenate, have some downtime, you know, Netflix and chill, or just do something that you may call wasteful, because this group, if you are like me, because this is like, I'm getting these messages too, as like, unless you're productive, you feel you're wasting time and you're not doing justice to your day or whatever. Okay. Anyway, breathe. Breathe. Meditations are very important for you at this time. Guided meditations, sleep meditations, any of that. And look what's flipping over. TikTok, TikTok, TikTok. We're always on the go. Always having a goal. Okay, so those messages are coming through. You need to slow down a little bit, and because like Spirit really appreciates the effort you're putting into things, but you're kind of ignoring your health a little bit. Okay, that's what this group needs to hear. So with that said, Spirit, and with passion being the focus, what is one of the key strengths that this group needs to know that they can leverage? You possess that. What does group 3 possess as a natural strength that have worked on and can actually utilize at this time to their biggest benefit? So what is one of their key strengths for group 3? Okay, we have poised and we have happy. 2 flipped over will take for this group. Too many cards are coming. That's fine. So happy and poised. So look at them, like look at all the stars here, okay? The smile, the the rainbow colors, and again, just like opening up. So your biggest strength that you can really lean into at this point is actually being happy with the journey and where you are. So there's a lot of passion, and again, happiness is also part of our passion. And it's like you are ready, but you are also poised to receive whatever you're after, okay? You are gonna get that, and there's like an inner knowing within you that you believe that yes, you're gonna make it, you're gonna get there, whatever this is. You just need to focus on breathing at this point. That is the main focus at this point. But your biggest strength is no matter what, you are able to raise your vibrations, okay? So no matter how tired you are, no matter, as I said, burning the candle at both ends, whatever that is, but at the end of the day, you don't mind working hard. You don't mind working at your passion or your passionate project or your relationship, whatever that may be, your job. It just brings you inner joy. And actually, that's a very big strength, okay? Because you're following a path that brings you inner joy. And at the end of the day, our destiny is what our soul calls us to do. If we're called in a certain direction, that is your purpose. That's why you're being called to do it. And just doing it makes you happy, okay? Even though you may not have achieve the final goal yet, it's just that passion, that desire is actually your biggest strength. But sometimes you may be overdoing it, and that's why this is at the core of the reading. Okay, beautiful. So let's see what could be something that's hidden from us for group 3 that can sometimes hold us back. Okay, what may be under the surface? It could be a shadow aspect that could hold us back. That's hidden from us. Spirit, what is it for group 3? Oh, okay, that wasn't it. Let's get one card. Come to the edge. Okay, that's an interesting one because that's a Fool energy, okay? Okay, I see. This is so funny because they're a little bit contradicting, and it's more in the sense of balancing things out. Okay, so as I said, sometimes you're, of course, the biggest strength is being very happy, being very poised, very passionate, and very faithful. But sometimes it could lead you to burnout, because this is a card of faith. This is a card of being hopeful. And sometimes when it's not fully logically planned, it can actually hurt us, which means we can actually burn out, right? So that's your burnout is your main thing that's not visible to you at this time. Is you're probably leaping too fast. And you may not see it that way, because you may have been conditioned to think, oh, there's a certain pattern, there's a certain, if you've committed to something or worked at a job for, like, let's say 3 years, 5 years, you should definitely get promoted. And so you keep working hard for that. So there may be something like that keeps you too kind of bound in that hopeful energy, which is kind of hurting you, because you're bending over backwards. And that term has come out for all three piles somehow, bending over backwards. So just watch out for that, but keep the faith. That's what the message is here. That's why it's a little contradicting, so be careful with that energy. The message is like, keep the spirit alive, keep the spark alive, but make sure you're not just doing that and nothing else, okay? That's what this whole story here is telling us. So let's see what should be your focus. What is advice from spirit? Like, what should group 3 be focused on? We have truth be told. Very interesting energy. So as I said, you're poised to reach your goal. This really talks about in our heart of hearts. So this is like, our heart opening up. Within your gut or your heart or your inner knowing, there is a truth. And that's what spirit wants you to focus on. So truth be told, you will reach your destination. Your vibration is high. You're attracting the right things. But there's also some truth you need to admit to yourself. Those are the words. And you see how there's like a golden mask over there. So you have a lot of wisdom, a lot of experience, a lot of intuition that is at play. But even that, underneath it all, there is some truth of results that you want to get. Okay, so there's a little bit of a focus on results, or that title, or that promotion, whatever you want, while you're putting your heart and soul into it and you're happy with it. But there is an underlying current of like wanting to get that golden label. Okay, I'm not saying this is a materialistic energy, but it's like you have to leverage the strength over here with the happy and the poised, that no matter what, you feel good at what you're doing. So truth be told, can we somehow dial down the emphasis of the actual goal itself? Because that's when you really reach it. At the end of the day, it's a law of assumption, is being happy even when we've not reached our goal, but because we have that faith. That's important. But know that underneath it all, there is a little bit of a current of like wanting to achieve that label, which is the truth that you need to accept it and release it. And there's nothing wrong with it. We all have our goals. We all have our material, goals or ambitions. But if we accept it to ourselves, the why for it, that really opens up the path. Okay, so the why should be, you want it because you deserve it, you're passionate about the space, and yes, you should absolutely get that. That is the truth. But if the truth is you want it because everybody else at your level or your age has it, and logically that should be for you, then that's the wrong way to approach it. So approach it from the place of passion, from the place of your own happiness, and then things will fall out much more synchronistically than just like burning out and trying to achieve something. Okay, so spirit, if they were to do this, what could be the outcome for group 3? Oh my god, it's too many cards. Could be too many opportunities. Big outcome from it. Okay, just one card, spirit. So what could they come into? We have thinker, so number 44, which is a master number. Again, this is also like your angels are really around you. Okay, you have a lot of divine protection and guidance at this time. 44 is the number of angels. So if you see 444 or 44, this is the time of strategy. Okay, there is passion, You need to clear your space to clearly come up with your strategy on how you're going to go after your passion, okay? This could mean think about connections, think about the strategy behind it, put your pen to paper. Okay, do you need to do more marketing, social media marketing, if this is a passion product? Or if you're trying to find a new job, do you need to do a little bit more of networking? So this is the strategy part that needs to happen. And again, we can only have that airtime when we've created space for ourselves. Okay, so that's what we're coming through. So it's like, it feels like this group, there's a lot of passion, a lot of firepower coming through, but we're at the brink of burning out, and we need to create space because we know we are burning out. Okay, there is this deep knowing. Truth be told, we're at the brink of burning out. So we need to calm our energies and our passions, as good as they are, and come into really thinking about, okay, I've been trying this formula for a while. Do I need to do something different here? Do I need to lean on my friends or network or network of professionals or referrals to tweak my strategy a little bit? Why am I burning out? Okay, that's what it's that's what Spirit wants to call your attention to. Okay, so let's see, before we get into clarifying with tarot, Spirit, could you show us what area we're talking about? Is this relationships? Is it jobs? Is it home? What is this about? What is this entire oracle message about? I'm going to use the Kipper deck. So 2 or 3 cards. We have false person, number 8. So there are some masks. Look, I mean, because I keep getting the mask. So either, and there's fire in the background. Is this group or some of you dealing with somebody who is too hot to handle? That's what I'm hearing. So pay attention to the truth. It could be a relationship that is very, very, very heavy on passion, and the intimacy may be really on point and amazing and the best time you've ever had. But are the thoughts aligned as well? Because it's like, it's interesting, I put it right under the thinker. I'm usually doing these cards over here. So just think it through a little bit more if this applies to you. But I'm going to get 2 more. This is for a small percentage of you. This is somebody very attractive. And that's why we have like the lover's energy here as well. But it could be, this could be like a twin flame journey, okay? Where 2 people come together, there's a lot of fire and we're burning each other out and we're exhausted, and Spirit is saying take a break. It could also be parting of ways where each person does their own work and then, comes back into union. It's possible. It's possible. So let's get 2 more. What is the scenario about, Spirit? You have wealthy man. And 1 more. Thoughts. Okay. And then we have mature man at the bottom. This is an interesting energy over here. So definitely there's a strategy you need to work through, okay? You need to put your thinking hat on here. And with the wealthy man and mature man and thoughts, again, thoughts and thinker coming through, this is time to park your passion, actually, I'm hearing on the side. Is like, again, evaluate, why am I passionate about this project, this person, this job, this business? What inspires me? Great. I'm going to park it over here on the side. And now I'm going to think of strategy, like, okay, how can I monetize this? How can I turn it into, let's say sponsorships or, whatever that may be, like product funding for my ideas. That's where the mature man, the wealthy man, and thoughts kind of all come together. So I would go out on a limb and say this is primarily about your career and your passion projects, or it could be a health, or let's say, what am I trying to say? Spirit, help me here. It's like a lifestyle change, okay? And that's what the strategy is for. For some of you, for a minority of you, it's also about a person. And this could also, doesn't have to be a person, this can also be our old lifestyle, like our nutrition patterns or physical fitness patterns that have felt like, oh, they worked all the time, and now there's something else under the surface that needs to be changed and needs to be thought about in the strategy, okay? So, but there is definitely some strategy work that needs to happen. So pause the creativity, which is interesting for me to even say and hear, as pause the creativity for a little bit. You have enough of that. find joy in it, but now also start building your strategy. Okay, that's the main thing over here, and see whichever lever or whichever area it applies in your life. Okay, so I am going to draw clarifiers, and for the previous piles I did it for all. This is very clear to me. I want to get a little bit more on truth be told. So what is this truth that group 3 needs to focus on? What is this about? 2 4s. Oh my God, again, more angelic presence. Double 4s coming out. You have double 4 over here. So, and this is 14 reduces to a 5. So too many 4s showing up in your reading, pile 3. The 4 of Swords and 4 of Wands talks about our happy place at the end of the day. So truth be told, what brings you true joy? Okay, and underneath it all, is there also a focus on a specific goal? I think material things are coming through, so it could be job, could be, you know, finances, career in general. But this is saying that we need to take a pause. Okay, with the 4 of Swords, we need to, again, same thing here. Breathe, take a pause, and enjoy the foundations that we have built. Okay, celebrate what we have. The rest is going to fall into place, because we're trying to, like this knight over here has just come back from battle. They're a bit wounded, they're a bit tired, and it's time for them to take a break. And only then they will rejuvenate their power, their firepower, and be able to move forward. Now, there are 2 4s and 4 4s. Again, meditations would really help you at this time. Your spirit team is trying to connect with you. You could do a guided spirit, like a guided spirit guide meditation, or any sort of sleep meditations that will help you tap into these messages a little bit more. Okay, because I feel like there's a little bit of a disconnect overall, so you need to take a break so you can hear these messages clearly. But this is really a celebration energy, and it's like, celebrate where you are, celebrate what you have, and the rest will fall into place. Okay, so Spirit, what does this come to edge in the like the shadow aspect? What does group 3 need to know or watch out for? Can you clarify this a little bit more for us, please? Why has come to edge here in the shadow? More, please. Oops, okay. So we have Page of Wands. We have the same despair energy or 5 of Cups energy coming through. And then we have the 8 of Pentacles. So as I said, you know, again, there's a lot of faith here, but it's not very logical. That's what we're seeing. And that's why, oh my gosh, this is like all so connected. That's why the Thinker came out. Because if you remember, you can reverse or rewind a little bit the reading and see, I got the message here. There's probably a bit too much faith and less planning or less logical thinking. And that's why this is here. So it's like we're applying the same formula over and over again, but we are a little bit also like dreamy here. I'm hearing the words dreamy, which I usually get for 7 of Cups, but with the 5 of Cups here, there's a little bit of like, you know, kind of, okay, I'm going to say it. So there is an underlying current of some past disappointments that still lingers. And the coping mechanism for that is sometimes we over pivot on the positive. That's what's happening. So, okay, now it's all connecting for me, for the truth be told and the come to the edge. Why are these in your conscious and subconscious? So there is a truth that we've been disappointed in the past where we haven't achieved that material goal, that label, that golden prize. And to compensate for that, like in our subconscious, is working over time to make us very faithful, very happy, which is actually a strength, but it's kind of overcompensating for this hidden hurt that we have from the past. That needs to heal. And that's why we need to bring in a little bit more logic, a little bit more strategic thinking, even like consulting with others who've been in the space, or like, you know, meeting with an, or, you know, asking for an astrology reading or a tarot reading, or just like tapping into our inner knowing. So we're really using our passion as a firepower to go forward, but we haven't really fully healed from some past disappointments, okay? And the way we're coping is by work, same formula over and over again, and we're trying not to talk about that topic to ourselves, okay? So that's something that needs to be solved. And again, approach it as a very childlike energy with the Page of Wands here, okay? It's like if you bring your focus back to your desire and say, what do I really want? And can you detach it from the past experience? That's what's going to help you move leaps and bounds, okay? Fresh perspective, having faith that yes, this could be a new journey that I haven't done before, because the Fool takes a leap of faith, but I will learn along the way, and I'm willing to put in the work, but at the same time not burning out, okay? So it's a little bit of a balance. It's not, you're not too far off. It's literally like you're on the fence, okay? Teetering, tottering, and it's just a small tweaks that you have to do. So Spirit, give us a little bit more on Thinker. Why is the Thinker here? What is this logic about? Because we got Thinker, we got Thoughts, and then we got the Knight of Swords. Okay, that's what I'm saying. So Knight of Swords is full of energy. They tend to move really, really fast. Okay, and this is interesting because it's clarifying the Thinker. This is Spirit telling us not to move too fast, because the Knight of Swords can sometimes be a little bit of an abrupt energy where we just like quickly take off in a direction and then realize A, we don't have the resources to sustain that speed, and B, we actually lose track of where we're going, because the focus can sometimes be let's just go. So that's what Spirit is saying, is like don't be just driven by passion and by just the sheer I want to get there focus, rather like pause and build a plan. Anything else, Spirit? Yeah, so sit steady. This is like build your stability first with the Four of Pentacles. Again, you're divinely protected. Another 4 showing up. This is crazy. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Okay, lots of 4s. If you have time, go watch my repeating numbers reading, and then just scroll to or skip to the 444 chapter and see if there may be some messages for you. That's a very short reading, so you can skip straight through 444 if you're called to it. But this is about like, yes, let's stabilize first. Let's not be in just momentum. Let's sit tight, slow down, literally sit down. This is what this energy is. Sit down, meditate, lay down, stay where you are. So for some of you, if you have questions like, do I stay, do I go? This is a staying energy that we're getting from here. Generally, I think that wanted to come through overall for this group. So take it if it applies, okay? It's a general reading. Okay, so Archangel Michael, what message do you have for group 3? My beautiful group 3. What messages do you have for group 3? There is a favorable outcome. Okay, that's your confirmation. And then what's the second one? We have focus upon divine and perfect health. Yeah, burnout. Okay, let's start here. So this has been the central theme all along. Focus upon divine and perfect health. And there's a prayer here. God and Archangel Michael, thank you for your oh my God, like I am running like the Knight of Swords. Let's start again. God and Archangel Michael, thank you for continuously reminding me to focus upon perfect health and for guiding my actions so that they support my well-being. Okay, very important. Breathe, focus on your well-being first, because we know there is a favorable outcome. Whatever the situation is, whatever you're working on, things will work out in your favor. Thank you for the beautiful outcome to the situation, which is perfect and fair for everyone involved. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for helping me trust and have faith, okay? So if you can have that faith, that trust, you'll naturally be able to release this this desire to move fast and get there as fast as possible, okay? All you need to know is there's going to be a favorable outcome, and you actually already know that because you have the happy and poised in your strength area, okay? All right, so let's see, group 3, any final messages from Archangel Oracles? What does group 3 need to know? Spirit, what does group 3 need to know? So we have gifts from God. Archangel 𝙊𝙍𝘼𝘾𝙇𝙀 saying, we angels bring you gifts from your creator. Open your arms to receive. So beautiful. So beautiful. Let's get a couple more. For group 3. Actually, this matches. Group 3. What does group 3 need to hear? Spirit, what is the advice for group 3? Any messages, closing messages for group 3? We have claircognizance. There's a truth, the knowing. Ooh, I really like that message. I want to read that to you. Okay. Teaching and learning. Gorgeous, gorgeous energies. Okay, so the first one here is claircognizant. Archangel Uriel saying, pay attention to thoughts. See, that term is coming again and again and again. You have thoughts. If you remember in the Kipper deck, we also had the wealthy man. Along with the wealthy man, we had the mature man, right? You also have thinking over here, and we also have you knowing the truth, okay? So claircognizance says, Archangel Uriel says, pay attention to your thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers, okay? So trust it. Trust that inner knowing, that inner guidance system that you have. And then you have teaching and learning. Archangel 𝙊𝙍𝘼𝘾𝙇𝙀 saying, keep an open mind and learn new ideas. Oh my goodness, learn new ideas. Then teach these ideas to others. That's how you pay it forward, okay? So, I mean, take it as it fits to your situation, but definitely there is something new that is opening up. You need to clear the inner space to get that guidance, to learn this new thing, this new way of approaching things, thoughts, thinking man. You have, false person. So what looks too shiny on the surface, or who looks too shiny on the surface? Think through it, learn the process, and pay it forward by teaching others, okay? And you teach others by following the path, as they said, kids don't follow what you tell them, kids follow what you do. Okay, so just by acting, just by following that path, naturally you set an example for others to follow. Okay, so those are the messages I have for you, group 3. Give this a big thumbs up if this reading resonated with you, and share it with a friend or two. And please, please, please do hit that subscribe button and help me grow this beautiful community. Wish you much love and light, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.